So now we have Sharda and Ayushi with us, and they are going to tell us about the organization that they have started. It's a startup, right? So what is it about?
So basically, we have started a livelihood generation program in two villages which are in the tribal belt in Nayagoda and Bhujla. So it was started actually by her. We part of our fellowship, we have this process which is called village immersion. So we live in the villages for a month. We actually for 4 months, but we understand what problems they go through. So that's when she identified that the women over there didn't have employment options. So she thought that we can teach them a skill because they don't have to get out of their homes. They don't have to get out of basically the area that they are comfortable with. So we provide them with the skill which is making these bands. We provide them with the raw material, and then it's our responsibility to come back to the city and then we sell it. So they get around 60%, 65%, right, of whatever earnings we get per band. So it's basically that it's a way for us also to make them self-entrepreneurs, so that after a point, because we are here only till May, so post that they'll be able to handle the business on their own.
So what you are doing is that you are going to different cities, right? I mean, you are here temporarily, then you will
Yes.
go somewhere else
Yes.
and sell these wristbands.
Yeah, that is our aim to do that because we are from different places. She's from Goa, I'm from Kerala. So right now we're only working in the Udaipur market, but we have a lot of potential from the places where we've studied, from where we are from, to sell these bands as well.
So, Sharda, could you tell us about these bands?
So there's a technique called the chevron making technique, which involves making different designs with your hand. So we've tried to bring that skill to the villages here, so they can learn a new art. Like she said, in the villages, the women or most of the people there have only uh, two types of employment opportunities, one which is agricultural based labor and the other which where they go to the city and work as city laborers. So we wanted to try and sort of include or expose them to an alternative livelihood, which we thought we would do by this art.
So, does Gathan only do this kind of work, or does it also include other work? This is limited to these wristbands.
Right now, it's only this. It's only been 8 months since we started.
Okay.
So our starting itself took a lot of time. It took her around 4 months to start. Then we realized that how to improve the product, and now we're slowly planning to expand to other products as well. So that'll take some time.
So, when there are people who are interested in buying these bands, what makes them interested in buying this? Are they buying this because of the bands themselves, or they are also buying it because it is helping the women whom you are providing employment to?
See, it's an equal amount of both. Like when if we sell it in in certain number of cafes in Jagdish Temple. So over there, the foreigners buy it because of this, because of the band, and as well as we've put up our posters there. But it's also because of the colors. It's something very different, which we've been here for almost 2 years in Udaipur. We haven't seen this anywhere. In
Yes,
Udaipur.
exactly. Even the places I have went to, I haven't seen something like
Yes.
this because, like in Shilpgram and other
Correct.
many
Yes.
other events where you will see traditional art and
But not
paintings,
this.
etc.
Correct.
So this is something rather unique that I have encountered.
So even the crowd in IIM actually was equal. A lot of people bought it because of the colors, because we have very interesting colors, as well as there were a lot of people who believed in what we were working in, and they wanted to add to the cause that we are working in.
So how many women have been benefited through your this employment program? I mean,
So in the beginning we started off with just two women, and then slowly over a month it expanded to 8. But today we've expanded to around 20 women. Some from very interior parts of Udaipur who are completely in the tribal belt, and the others now, the new batch that we have, are relatively more literate and work in the Bujra Panchayat.
so we are seeing a movement of startups in India. Like they have increased manifold in recently, and more people are focusing on trying to do something by their own rather than being employed somewhere and helping a multinational corporation. So we can safely say that you guys are social entrepreneurs. So what has been the experience of venturing into this by your own?
I think she would
So actually, like you said, here I see it in two ways. One, that we are budding as social entrepreneurs, and secondly, we are trying to instill the same sort of passion within the women that we are working with. So we won't just have say two social entrepreneurs, but we'll have a bunch of 22, including the 20 women who have learned the skill. So even me as an individual, I believe in the idea of social business, where we try to solve problems, social issues with a business touch to it. So it's not just an NGO which is sort of doing charity, but on the other hand trying to have a sustainable model where we also self generate the fund and sort of recycle it within the business that we create.
So it's also that where right now we are the ones who go and buy the raw materials, but our aim is that the women themselves will go and get it. So then to eliminate us, so they don't need us. So we're trying to train them or get them exposed to what our belief is, which is actually matches with what they want also.
So what you are doing is not only providing them employment and using their skill, but you are also making them aware of the opportunities that are there, and that they should be self-dependent. So even if when they are not associated with you, they can also find something productive and be employable somewhere.
Say for example, right now Gathan is run by Sharda Kerkar and Ayushi Mehra, but probably after a year, Gathan may not make bands, but Gathan will be making a lot of other things, and we might not be in the picture. So it's not necessary, because whatever profits we make doesn't come to us at all. It's a very small business, so it helps us in sustaining whatever we are doing right now. So it's not that they need us to help them, because the women just need a push. They just need to know that they can do it on their own, because even if they're not literate, they have it in them, that because they have 5-6 kids, they know how to run a house, they know how to take care of their family, the fields, and it's amazing the way that they function, their families function.
A lot of times we don't know what to do. So we are also trying to just give them a glimpse and instill this belief system in them that they can do anything if they wish to do it. So even with us, we didn't know what to do. We were aware of so many problems, but an idea clicked and we thought, let's just launch it. So it's about taking that first step to push yourself to that limit, to just venture out and start something on your own. And that's exactly what we want to tell the women as well, that they have a very low self-esteem at times, where they feel that हमें तो कुछ नहीं कर सकते यार, हम दीदी हम तो घर पे बैठे रहेंगे. But we want to tell them, no, घर पे बैठे रहने से भी तुम अपना कमा सकते हो, and you can do it if you really want to.
So I think that this is the perfect example of social entrepreneurship. So best wishes to you, and you guys can always visit their page on facebook.com/Gathan. And you can also watch this talk on varta.co.in and on our YouTube channel. Thank you both of you. It was really a pleasure to have this conversation with you.